Hello, you're live.
Hey, it's Thursday. It's Live with Leah. I don't know if we're in fact live or not. Do you want to get the phone and check?
Nope, not at all.
No? We're just going to wing it and see if we are in fact live. Don't know.
Waiting for Alex.
Waiting for Alex to tell us. If we are on, it is Thursday. What day is it? January 20th. Oh, we got one. 2022. Awesome. Thank you, Alex. So, if you've been following the show, 2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, right, we did tiramisu. And since it's been 2 years, I feel like making tiramisu again. Not only that, I have a friend who's getting ready to move to Japan next week, as is the case with military life. So I'm going to make a tiramisu to take to her and her husband so they can enjoy this weekend. So let's make tiramisu. I've got my lovely assistant here. Turn around. Give him a little spin. Woo! All right. And let's get started. This is a really easy recipe. This is going to be like...
And that scared away the viewers.
Oh,
let's go.
Bye-bye.
Press.
Who's there?
Press.
Oh, it's Alex. Alex scared away the viewers.
I was like, I'm not watching anymore.
Yes. All right. So we're making Leah's Italian-style tiramisu. This is my recipe that I got from my Italian sister, who got it from an Italian grandma, who I don't think is with us anymore. So this is like legit good recipe, but you can make it with ingredients that you can find in the States. Super easy. So what I did first was I brewed up some Italian espresso, right? If you don't have access to Italian espresso, you can just use really strong coffee, but you want to let it cool so it's not hot. So actually, let me grab my coffee out of the fridge. So here we go. I have some nice, strong coffee. Now this recipe takes 500 grams of mascarpone, which is 16 ounces, which is roughly a pound of mascarpone cheese. It's at room temperature, which is super important. It's going to help get nice and creamy. We're also going to use 3 eggs, a half a cup of sugar, and maybe like American size 10 ounces, a nice big strong cup of Italian coffee. So 8 ounces, 10 ounces of coffee. Not a lot, not a lot. So I have a half a cup of sugar here. What I did was before we went live, I added 1 tablespoon to my espresso just to kind of not kill, but like take off a little bit of the bite.
Yeah.
And it was still hot, so it's dissolved. And now we're good to go. So we're going to separate our, let's put this back here, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, and we also have ladyfingers available like almost anywhere in the States now. So we're good to go. We are going to separate egg whites from egg yolks. So let me do this.
Do it.
I've got nice, clean bowls. They do not have to be stainless steel, but they do have to be very clean. If you have any sort of residue in there, it's going to keep your egg whites from getting really firm, stiff white peaks. You want to clean them out really well. Did you have a question?
Not at all.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Egg yolk in the other bowl.
Good.
Trash there. And these are room temperature eggs. I find it easier to make tiramisu with room temperature eggs, but if you are successful with cold eggs, do it.
Cold eggs.
Cold eggs. We call those huevos frescos.
Who is that, Alex? I don't know.
Vicky!
Is it?
It's Vicky Michelle! And she says it's her favorite. It's one of my favorites too. Like when we go out to eat, I typically don't get dessert. Why, honey?
Because it's too sweet.
Because why?
Because you're sweet enough.
I'm sweet enough. Sono dolce abbastanza. So I tell all the waiters and waitresses. But I will admit that I do love tiramisu. I think it's absolutely delicious. It's not really sweet. You can, of course, vary the sweetness to make it a little sweeter if you want. So I'm going to take half of my, well, actually, I'm going to start whipping. So, Lee, would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Okay. If he can do it, anybody can do it. Starting low.
Yes.
We're starting low on the mixer. And then we're going to increase speed to get these nice stiff peaks. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and start increasing.
Easy trigger. Sorry.
A little bit of turbo. Now while Lee is mixing, whipping, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and hopefully it'll help us remove eggs from the base, so they are pasteurized eggs. If you make tiramisu with eggs in economy, they tend to not be pasteurized. And don't make tiramisu the traditional legit way, but you can also pasteurize them as well.
So it doesn't actually make a big difference.
No, it's just if you're pregnant or maybe a really young child or maybe have some immune issues, you might not want to use unpasteurized eggs.
These are looking pretty stiff.
They're looking pretty stiff, aren't they?
Thick.
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 All right. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Hey, we're making some tiramisu.
So you're doing.
Yeah, you're doing great. Let's stop for a second and let's see where we're at. Lift up the whole contraption. Look at that stiff peak. Get a little closer. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show
You
you.
can see it. It's
Okay,
stiff.
look how stiff that peak is. Look at that, right there. That's the money.
It's like it's flipping the bird or something.
It is. Awesome. So let's go ahead and eject. Push the top. Perfect. And if my honey can give those a rinse.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. I mean, look how easy that was, right? This is a guy who has no culinary training. No, you have technique and you have skills. You don't have culinary training.
He's got no
Ciao
skills.
Laura! Sono facciamo tiramisu italiano alla Lia. So, hey gorgeous, ciao bella. Making tiramisu alla Lia. So, 500 grammi di mascarpone, 100 grammi di zucchero, 3 uovi, separato, albumi e tuorli.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna cream up these egg yolks. And we're gonna add some sugar to these. Yep. This is where the rest of our sugar is going to go. You could split some of the sugar into the egg whites, but it's not necessary. The yolk is slower. We're just going to cream until we incorporate some air and get them nice and airy. Yeah, there we go. Babe, you're doing so good.
Thanks, love.
He's doing so good. Again, we have not done anything that you cannot do at home on your own. The rest of my sugar. Baby, you sweet.
Got some sugar in my bowl. It's like a Nina Simone song, girl.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah, get that sugar to the side. Awesome. Whip it, baby. Whip it. It's getting nice and creamy. I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a second. So if you're just tuning in, we're making Lia's Italian style tiramisu in Italy.
Laura,
That's Italy. Ciao, Laura. With my honey bunny. All right, we'll go ahead and stop. Just lift it up for a second. I'm going to show them. Just hang on, you're still going to use that.
Yeah, go for it.
How light and creamy. Oh,
Hello.
oh this light.
Make a mess.
There we go. Light and creamy our egg yolks are. And now we're going to add that brand new pack, haven't even opened it, some room temperature mascarpone cheese. So I'm going to put it into the bowl
Oh.
and carefully mix this cheese into the eggs. Now, I think when I did this the first time 2 years ago, I might have blended the mascarpone separately with a little bit of sugar, got really creamy, and then added in the egg yolks. I wanted to do that today too, but I didn't want to keep using all these bowls, so we're cheating just a little bit. Yeah, get nice and creamy. You're doing great, babe. He's
Thanks.
doing great. He's doing great. Ciao, Carla. Ciao, sorella. It's my Italian sister from another mister. Making tiramisu. Careful. It's looking good. I take it for a second?
Your girl.
Just gonna take it over for 1 second. All right. So our egg yolk mixture is done. Just put that over to the side. Now we're gonna use a spatula and we're gonna fold in the egg whites into the egg yolks.
Fold it.
I'm gonna do like a third at a time, and I'm just gonna take everything from the side and fold it in. I don't know what's so funny.
Boom, boom. You're doing such a great job, baby. Great job.
Thank you.
Really good job.
Thank you. Just take it under and over. Oops. So in the States, we do have recipes that don't have egg whites for tiramisu. That's how we typically tend to eat it in the States. But this is like legit. It's too what? Too legit to quit.
Oh my God. Cool points.
Gone.
That's pretty magical there, Leo.
Right?
The way you fold
Magical.
in those egg whites.
Right?
They were so stiff.
They were so stiff. They were what we call firm mountain peaks. Firm peaks. All right. So while I'm doing this, would you move the coffee and the ladyfingers over
I
here,
will.
please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ciao, Carla gave us a heart. Thanks for the heart.
Thanks to Carla.
Thank you, Carla. All right. So 3 eggs separated, half a cup of sugar, a cup and a half or so of hot coffee with a little pinch of sugar in there, some ladyfingers, which I mean I think you can buy at almost any retailer nationwide, like a Target that has a food center, Walmart, Kroger's, what do they call it? Vaughn's, all the grocery stores.
Grocery stores.
Almost all of them have them. Here in Italy, they call them savioardi. But in the States, we call them ladyfingers. Except these are Muppet fingers because they're so small. All right. What? They're not?
You're not a Muppet.
I'm not a Muppet. I'm
Well,
a chaos Muppet.
You are a chaos Muppet.
All right. So check this out. Creamy. Get a little closer here.
Oh,
Look at that.
So creamy.
So creamy.
Delicious.
Thick.
Fluffy.
Now, you are not going to see us eat this tiramisu live. It's the one thing that we're not going to eat, that we're preparing, because you do need to refrigerate your tiramisu for 24 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, at least overnight if you can, because you want this to sit and firm up in the fridge, right? It's still kind of soft, but as it sits and gets colder, it is going to firm up. My Italian sister, my sorella, Carla, puts hers in the freezer, in the congelatore, overnight, and then takes it out to thaw. And that is like killing the bacteria, the non-pasteurized eggs. But these eggs are pasteurized. We don't have anything to worry about. All right? So, since I am giving this away to a friend of mine, I'm going to use disposable aluminum pans. And we're going to build some tiramisu. Oh, I did forget one thing. My chocolate powder. Alex, can you go downstairs and see if my chocolate powder is down there? Oh, I got it right here. Sweet. Okay, and we're gonna need chocolate powder. Okay, so Lee, I'm gonna give you a job. You're gonna take the ladyfingers. Yeah, and you might grab a little knife because we might have to cut a few of them if they don't fit. No, they're all gonna fit. Perfect. Okay. So if your ladyfingers do not fit in the container, there you go, that you are using, you can always cut them carefully before you dip them in the coffee, and cut them to fit any size of oval dish, little dish, whatever. Right? So, quick dip in the coffee. But you know what? I got ahead of myself. Can you hold that? Because what we're going to do is spread a little bit of tiramisu just on the bottom of the pan, and this is going to help hold our ladyfingers into place. It puts everything right into place. All right, there you go, baby. Just lay it
Yes, ma'am.
top to bottom, live. Keep on going.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, my honey bunny, the light of my life, is getting the ladyfingers laid down. Ciao, Angela. Ciao, chef. I'm going to put my tiramisu mix in my little pastry bag, and I just have a little circle tip. If you don't have a circle tip, you can use a star. You can use whatever. I'm just trying to get a little fancy with the layers of my tiramisu.
It's okay.
That looks great. Now, if you can get your hands on some like amarone, some nice liqueur, you can absolutely put a little bit of liqueur in your coffee. I prefer to make it without the liqueur, so that's that.
That's not.
That's that. All right. So Chef Angela, she's watching. She's my Italian chef friend from Florence, making tiramisu alla lia, 3 uovi, albumi e tuorli separati, zucchero 100 grammi, 500 grammi di mascarpone e savio ardi. So this is Leah's technique. Here we go. I'm gonna try to make this a little pretty, and I'm just gonna do little dollops. Wow. Little dollop there. Got so quiet in here.
We're all watching so intently.
Yeah. All
Show
right.
them, Leah. Show them.
So they're not perfect, but there's the light. There you go. Little dollops of tiramisu mix, of mascarpone mix. So if we can do another layer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And then after this is made, we're gonna pop it in the fridge, and then tomorrow it is gonna be a gift for our friends, which you didn't see. We did wash our hands before we went live, so we're clean. Safety first.
You're clean.
I'm clean.
Thank goodness.
Get it nice and cool. Yeah, perfect. He's doing so good. Let's see if anybody's talking to us. Joe! Hey, Edna, thanks for stopping by. It's nice to have you. All right, making tiramisu with my honey. And the good thing about letting this sit overnight is why it's important, at least to me. And if you watch the show, you're hopefully watching because I give you some good information. The coffee is going to soak into these savoiardi, these ladyfingers, overnight. They're going to get nice and moist because right now, let me show you, they are dense little crispy crackers, right? They're not cookies, biscuits. They're not soft at all. They're nice and crumbly. Hey, Patricia. And so the coffee helps get them nice and moist, but look at this. Look how quickly they soak up that coffee, right? So by letting this biscuit sit overnight, this cake, this nice crunchy, crunchy biscuit with this little bit of coffee is gonna become perfectly moist, almost like a cake layer. It's so good. It's so crunchy right now.
Okay.
Oh, you got gum?
Yeah.
We do my dance.
Stupid thing.
All right. Sorry, my hair is falling out. I gotta take it down. All right. Okay. Here we go. Finishing up the tiramisu. Smells so good.
So, there or no? We're good.
Huh? Oh, no, that's good.
Okay.
So, the light. Get in the light. So this is tiramisu. La Lia. Oh, let me show you. What? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Edna. I hope you make it and let me know if you enjoy it. Again, you do not have to do this little piping. If you don't have the tips, you don't want to do it. We're going to make one more for us. This is for my girlfriend. So this will go in the fridge overnight. The mascarpone cheese, the eggs, everything's going to settle and get really nice and firm. And then tomorrow what I'm going to do is sprinkle some powdered chocolate on it as presentation before I take it to my friend. But we're going to make one with the chocolate right now to show you. So put that off to the side. Let's do one more.
All right.
All right, let me spread up a little bit more tiramisu. Such an easy, awesome recipe. Like I said, everything here you can find in the States without a problem. absolutely love this dish. All right, let's do this. Feels so weird having the hair down. I don't know if I like it. Oh, we got hearts. Hey, Julie! Ciao, Julie! Benvenuti. Welcome. Willkommen. Bienvenue. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
You just showing off.
Nah. I'm just excited because we got wine today. We went to the winery, the vineyard, and got some wine. So we're going to do a little cheers in a moment. Get some little thingy here. Making the tiramisu. I've got a little strainer because what I am going to do is sprinkle, and it can be Hershey's cocoa powder, any good cocoa powder, like Hershey's is standard at markets. You can find a better cocoa powder. Awesome. Dark chocolate, not a lot of sugar. Okay, so I'm going to show you, if you don't have the fancy little bag, what you can do. I've just got my little spatula, and I'm just going to layer the cream over the lady fingers. These are more like your fingers, like they should be called leaf fingers. They're leaf.
All right.
They're leaf fingers.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, don't press down too much because we want to have that nice little layer of cream.
Yeah, girl.
Somebody laughed at you. Oh, we love Julie. Look close together. Yeah, there you go. Lovely, darling. You're doing so good.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you.
Do this. Let's do the dirty dancing scene.
No.
No. You're doing so good. There you go. Man, he's hired.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hired. All right. Yes, it is a lovely Thursday here in beautiful Friuli, Venezia Giulia, here in Italia, in Italy. All right, I'll move some of this out of the way.
Yeah.
Ketchup, right? Got my lady fingers there. I'm gonna do a little cream. Again, it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be made with love. I think that's like the secret to Italian cuisine.
It's the
made
secret to all cuisine.
all
yeah.
cuisine, made with love.
You don't want no hate cake?
No hate cake. Hashtag no hate cake. We're gonna hashtag this when we're done.
Sorry, I'm a clown.
He's a clown.
Un pagliaccio.
Un pagliaccio. All right. So, could I have gone like completely to the edges with the cake? Absolutely. You could crowd in extra pieces of ladyfingers in there to make a nice level end-to-end cake. That's okay. This is for us.
Totally up to you.
You can do whatever you want. It is your world. We're just a part of it. Hopefully. So now I'm going to sprinkle up a little chocolate powder. I'm going to try to go nice and high. Ooh. Now in a perfect world, this would be done tomorrow once it's had time to sit. It's not going to ruin it. It's going to be just fine. You can do it before, you can do it after. Doesn't matter. The tiramisu police will not come and tear down your door because they're going to be busy breaking down my door.
Yeah.
So I'll take the heat, you guys. I'll take the heat. This is an American's version of tiramisu.
No hate cake.
No hate cake.
Come on now.
Hashtag no hate cake. All right, guys, let's show you.
Look at that. Oh,
Look at
so
that.
pretty.
Oh, I probably missed a little bit right there, but that's okay. Made with love. Oh, thank you. Like my hair down? My little clips fell out, and, you know, when I cook, it's been 29 years. Every time I cook, it's hair up, and it just happened to get really loose, so I took it down. But thank you. It's growing.
Beautiful.
I did cut it to, like, here 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
4 years ago.
4 years? Was it?
2018.
Yeah, I cut it all off. Like, all of it. It was little boy Superman, like Clark Kent, like that. And now it's grown back, so. All right, enough of me being a clown. This was it, you guys. That was an American's version of Italian tiramisu. I think it's a recipe that everybody can follow. All you need is a little hand mixer, and if you don't have a little hand mixer, you could use a whisk and do this the old-fashioned way. Build those muscles, get those biceps going. It just takes a little bit of work. Firm egg whites, little pinch of salt, help get those nice and firm. 3 egg whites, 3 egg yolks, half a cup of sugar, super easy, some nice strong coffee, and some little ladyfinger biscuits. That's all it takes for my recipe. Everybody in Italy here does it differently. All sort of similar, but every household does it differently, right?
Yeah.
So we're excited. We're gonna put this in the fridge. We're gonna let it sit for 24 hours. We'll take a photo and post the recipe and share it with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, into the show line. We got hearts. What? All right. Yeah. Went to the winery, picked up some Cabernet. Cheers, everybody. Have a fabulous weekend. Oh, so good. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next week. Ciao.